good evening. Welcome to PTV Australia. My name is Mary. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our theme for tonight is good vibrations. So send in some messages for us about what makes you good vibrations for you, what's good for you, what helps you connect, and what you're passionate about, what makes you feel good. So send in those messages and see how we go. And the producer just said something and I totally missed it. And here's how to connect with a picture message. Send in your name with your date of birth and your message, and remember you must be over 18 years of age. And send it in to 0437 646 958. Okay, you can send in a text message, and if you'd like to be considered for TV, press TV first, then with your name, your date of birth and your message, and send it to 19722202. And for your voice messages, we love the voice messages. Send in your name, your date of birth and your message. Call 1900 909 999 or 1800 757 035 and select option 9. Okay, so in this studio tonight, we've got, in option 1, we've got Ben. Hi Ben, how are you doing tonight?
Hey Mary, good, really good. It's nice to be here.
Yes. What can you do for us tonight, Ben?
Oh, plenty of things, Mary. I'm a psychic medium, so I'm an intuitive reader. So yeah, I'll do past, present and future. So yeah, just call in and we'll see what we can do.
Beautiful. We have Rhonda in booth 2. Hi Rhonda, how are you doing
Mary.
tonight?
I'm really well, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Great.
So how can you help us tonight?
Sure. I'm a psychic medium, like Ben. So basically I connect with your energy, I pick up, I help you empower, I help to empower you in any situation that you're going through. So that could be love, romance, work, career, finances, whatever sort of is blocking you. I like you to overcome that blockage and help empower you out of a situation and see what your options available to you are.
Beautiful, amazing. And last but not least, in option 3 is Jodie. Hi
Hello,
Jodie.
everyone. Hi, Mary.
Welcome to the show. How can you help us tonight?
Hi, I'm also a psychic medium. I'm also an empath, so I can tune into your energy, past, present and future. However, I like to tune in to your energy that's happening to you right now for your readings. I use tarot to help me decipher the messages for you from your loved ones through the cards. And I like to show you what blockages may be preventing you from moving forward in your life. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Jodie.
Okay, we have Rhonda. Hey Rhonda.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Thanks Rhonda, really, really good. It's nice to see you again.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you too.
Okay, it's good vibrations, Rhonda.
Absolutely, good vibrations working with you.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, mate.
All right.
Okay, yeah. We're just listening to the earpiece.
And I've got a bit of an echo, so I've got voices all around.
Rhonda, how do you get the good vibrations in yourself?
I like to...
How do you stay so positive? Because you're always such a positive person.
Yeah, not always. Just when I'm around you.
Work with me, Rhonda.
No, I'd like to have a good work-life balance. So,
Beautiful.
and I've only just reminded myself of that recently. So I like to make sure I finish work and there's enough time and go for a walk during the night. Yeah.
Beautiful, Rhonda.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's it. All right. So you're off to booth number 2.
Okay,
so
thanks,
all the
Rhonda.
best. Got to give him a
Wonderful.
call.
Cheers.
He
Thanks,
won't be
Rhonda.
available for long.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Ben. All right, so here's how to connect, guys. We've got picture message number 0437 646 958. Please send your name, obviously, your date of birth and the message. If you'd like to send a text message, if you'd like it to be on TV, please put TV in front of the message and send that with your name, date of birth and message to 1972 2202. And voices, we love them. Go straight to the front of the queue. Name, date of birth and message. Option 9, it's 1900 909 999 or 1800 757 035, and that's option 9. Okay, Ben's already in booth 2, ready to take your call. So give him a call. There he is, eager to go. Okay, so we've got a text message coming up first. So from Erin. 8th of January 98, Erin would like to know what her future holds in the next 6 months, what career guidance, I'm guessing, could I give her? Could I see her doing? All right, Erin, you're very creative. That's the first thing I'm picking up. You're also very intelligent, but you don't always, they don't always work side by side with you. It's like in your mind, Erin, you've got, you sort of segment things. You've got, with your different things that you can do, it's kind of like you do one but not the other. I feel like you need to have a bit of, just merge them. I feel like if you sort of think of solving work problems creatively. So if you use your creative brain in sort of problem solving, I feel like that's going to help you. And I feel like you're also quite empathic, and you're also quite psychic. And I know a lot of people get freaked out when I say that they're psychic, but by that I mean you're certainly capable of doing psychic development and training your psychic muscles. And I feel like that's going to really help bring their creativity to help you in other aspects of your work. And I feel like if you do that, you'll actually get clarity of what you want to do. I'm actually being told not to guide you too much, in that you actually know what you want to do. So I feel like if you start sort of just not thinking of things separately, but thinking of things all together. I hope that makes sense to you, but that's all I'm getting for you, is that if you start doing that, you're actually going to get some clarity. And you can even sort of test yourself if you were to write a list to think, okay, if I'm painting, or I'm doing something creatively, if I'm making something, what could I do with that? How could I, if I was to say start my own business, what would I do, and what would that sort of look like? But then if you use your logical side and you did that, I feel like if you wrote a list and then maybe not look at it for a couple of weeks, but then look at them together, it'll kind of, if you start sort of doing things like that, and you start doing sort of like psychic games for yourself, and start trusting your own intuition, you'll get a bit of clarity. Because I do feel like deep down you've got a good idea of what you'd like to do. And just think of it, and also try to not to sort of complicate things. If you sort of segment things in your mind, it won't make sense. But if you've sort of merged them together, and if you even think of something simple, Erin, like, you know, if you wake up tomorrow, what would you like to do, kind of thing. I can see a bit of travel with the choices that you make. I feel like if you sort of do kind of like a working holiday, and that might also be that you end up working for a firm that has international offices, and you've got an opportunity to go and do, you know, to work in a team overseas or something like that. So I can see a bit of overseas travel with you, Erin. But I hope that makes sense to you. Really just trust your gut, and it probably sounds complicated what I've just said, but try to sort of simplify things and try to look at everything all together rather than sort of separating them. I feel like if you start to do those things will be incredibly clear for you. And once that starts happening, things will just come to you really quickly, Erin. So thanks for connecting. Thank you. All right, so I've got a picture message next. We've got Amy. Amy's born on 24th of 4th, 94. Amy would like a 3-month reading. Thanks for that, Amy. Well, I've got a strong family connection with you, Amy. Family is very important to you. I don't know whether you've got a family member that's not well at the moment, or just going through quite a lot of change. I just feel like with her, she's incredibly overwhelmed, and you're helping a lot with that. And I can actually see you and that family member taking a trip together within that sort of 3 months, sort of towards the we're August, September, October. So either 3 months or after the 3 months, sort of between then and Christmas. So I feel like that's things are going to be a lot easier. Sort of, it's like you've been through the harder things, and you sort of, the energy's starting to clear on that respect with you. I don't know whether you've just come back from travelling, or you've just. I feel like it's you've kind of like almost like ended a chapter on your life, and you're about to start another one. And I feel like it's not going to be exactly what you think you're going to be doing, but it's along the lines of what you're going to be doing. You're certainly very employable. You're very likeable, Amy. You're very employable. I just feel like you need to. What I'm getting for you is listen. So really try to listen to opportunities, and that's from sort of like networking, or something you hear, or and even with if it's something you don't feel like you're going to necessarily get, just go for it anyway. A lot of people sort of bluff the way and learn to do things as they're teaching to do it, sort of get management positions or that sort of thing. But I can see you being in a management sort of leadership role with that. But certainly the 3 months, I feel like you're just getting over difficulties, and I feel like the energy's sort of starting to gradually clear and will be a lot clearer for you towards the end of the year. And with your own health as well, I feel like you're a little bit run down and just you just need to sort of. I'm also picking up that you get a bit of backaches and having backaches as well. You get sort of stomach problems. So I feel like that's where you hold your stress and anxiety. But that's sort of clearing up towards the end of the year as well. So I see things being better for you in a 3 months' time, and I feel like you need to listen out for new opportunities because don't undersell yourself. You're certainly very capable. You're very likeable, and you've got a lot of potential, Amy. So thanks for connecting with us. All right, so all the psychics are busy on calls. So there you go. All right, so we'll just go back to the numbers on how to connect. So picture messages, name, date of birth and message, 0437 646 958. I've also got text message, put TV in front of the message if you'd like it to be on TV, 1972 2202. Nearly had you. So the name, date of birth and the message. Or voices, go straight to the front of the queue, name, date of birth and message. It's 1900 909 999 or 1800 757 035, and that's option 9. All right, I've got a text message coming to screen from Erin. It is coming. Live TV. All right, so Erin, 8th of January 98. Erin, I just wanted to know what my future holds in the next 6 months. What career could you see me doing? Well, Erin, I feel like, to be completely honest right now, I feel like you're a bit burdened. I really feel like I've got a weight on my shoulder. It's almost like you've made a decision around work, but you kind of regret it, or you can see yourself in the previous role or the other opportunity that you had. But just bear in mind, Erin, that there's nothing wrong with making a bad decision or making a decision meaning that you've gotten one place, because you'll end up where you need to be. And try to look at it as in every workplace you learn something different, you do something different. And I feel like with you, you're actually, where you're currently working, you're actually learning sort of business skills anyway, so it's actually helping you anyway, although you feel like it's a bit of a tangent, it's not a bad thing for you. Career things, I can see you sort of being able to, it's like you're able to coordinate people. I don't know whether you're looking at a career in HR or administration or that sort of thing, but I can definitely see you, like doing things like the rostering, the budgets, and sort of having your finger on a pulse in different things. It's like you wear different hats. I can see you being quite capable and the go-to person. And I also see you, or Erin, as being a good negotiator. You're someone who is able to handle information in a stressful environment, but stay calm and really stick to the facts and stick to your guns, and being able to negotiate and not settle for less than what you want to settle for. So that's a really strong, really positive thing. I feel like sometimes you don't, and this is in friendships and in work friends, it's like sometimes you have tension with people that you don't understand. You think, well, what's that problem about? I don't get it. And it's almost because you're not, you're kind of unpredictable in that you've got a strong mind. You're not someone that people can manipulate. But don't ever feel bad about that, Erin, because that's an amazing quality to have. You are quite young, and that's really great to be already in that headspace at your age. I think if I was at your age, I would have done a lot better for myself. I mean, I've done a lot anyway, but I actually really admire your mental agility at your age. So that's a beautiful quality. But definitely seeing you in sort of like a management leadership, leading sort of people type role. I can see you doing that. I can see in the next 6 months, in answer to your question, I can see another couple of changes. I can see one change in work, almost like a sidestep, and then towards the end of the 6 months, I can see another change, and that will be a much better role, and that will be more leading on to the sort of the management types situation that I was talking about. So wish you all the best, Erin. Thank you for connecting. I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you. Wow, all our psychics are on calls. So got a picture message next. All right, Katitsa. So 26 of the 5th, 79. She's going through a number of challenges and would like a reading, any messages and guidance, and what is coming up for me. Yeah, absolutely going through changes and challenges. I feel like things, some of the small, it's interesting, looking at sort of the challenges that you're going through, Katitsa, I feel like the ones that you're thinking about that are going to be more difficult are actually just water under a bridge, and the ones that you think are a bit sort of easier are going to become more challenging. It's like you're sort of, you're kind of looking at things the right way with the information you've had. I just feel like with some things you're not making an informed decision. It's like you're not getting the information from the source. So I don't know whether people are in your ear or you're not kind of, yeah, I just feel like, you know, if you were to write a list, you're also quite a visual person. You know, you're quite presentable, quite creative. So I feel like if you were to do, you know, a big sort of flow chart, different colours, and write sort of the different things that are, different challenges that are going on, different things that are going on, and, you know, if you were to rate them in priority, I'm getting 7, 1 to 7. It's actually going to be sort of the opposite. Like if you were to not look at that for a couple of months and then look back and you think, wow, that was number 1. I thought that was the most important, but that was actually sort of number 5 kind of thing. But if you sort of do that, and also just sort of have a think about where you're getting the information about where you're making that decision, because I feel like that's actually a big sort of obstacle for you, and you're not making an informed decision. And it's, and I don't feel like that's sort of a bad thing. I don't feel like you're deliberately being misled, but it's like people don't sort of understand the situation or don't understand how the situation is going to affect you. So I feel like that's quite important to, you know, even just pick up the phone, meet someone for coffee and actually find out exactly where you stand. I feel like one of the challenges has been around a friendship. I feel like there's been a loss of trust around a friendship. And it's kind of like you saw it coming, but you kind of didn't want to see it coming. And because I do feel like you'll be sort of cutting some ties as well. And that's completely okay. You can hold your head up to high. I don't feel like you're the one making things more challenging for yourself. So I hope all that makes sense. And yeah, just try to think of how you're going to sort of visualise it in your head. And I really feel like if you actually draw out a little plan, that's going to make sense to you, because that's how you sort of see things. And once you've got it clear in your head and then you've got all the information, things will just start coming together. So thank you for that, Katitsa. I wish you all the best. Thanks. Wow, I've got 2 psychics available in the studio. So option 1, we've got the lovely Mary, so give her a call. Excuse me, and option 3, we've got Jodie. So there we go. All right, we've got a text message coming up next. So from Zach. It is coming. Zach, so 15th of the 3rd, 90. Could you give me an insight into the next few months? Thank you. Wow, Zach, I'm feeling, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm just tuning into energy, Zach. I'm feeling hot and cold. I feel like, and I feel like that's a metaphor for either you act or you stop. You act or you stop. It's like you're sort of doubting yourself and you're not sure what to do, whether to jump or step back, or whether to speak or say nothing. That's all I'm picking up on. I actually feel like you're getting messages from Spirit, Zach. You're getting, I feel like you're getting it from, electricity. You're getting lights flicker and things like that. And you're also getting it from birds. So you're also getting, cats coming up to you, or birds sort of flying and landing on a table directly in front of you. You're getting messages from, so basically when you're inside and when you're outside, from outside you're getting animals, or you're even getting, you know, animals coming right up to the window, and you're also getting messages from, you know, like the TV flicking on or lights flicking on or your phone stopping working or that sort of thing. And I feel like with the phone one, it's sort of, when the phone switches off, it means you weren't meant to have that conversation at that time because the timing wasn't right. Yeah, I really feel quite torn with you, as in, do you do something or not do something? That's really what I'm picking up. That's what I feel like you've got. That's where I feel like your headspace is at the moment. I feel like you're not sleeping as well. You've got to sort out your sleep. You've got to really make sure you get a good night's sleep. And with you, I actually feel like you need to sort of step away from where you're living. There's something about your bedroom or your living space that's making you feel a bit smothered as well, Zach. So if you can step away, even just, you know, stay in a hotel or something, or go camping or do something for a few days. I feel like if you do that and you actually sleep and you get, you know, a few really good nights sleep, things are going to be a lot clearer for you. Because at the moment you're a bit sleep deprived and you're not sure sort of what to act. But I feel like if you start sort of looking after your health and even eating, you're not eating proper meals, you're sort of eating on the go, and then, or you're eating lots but then not eating. I feel like everything's a bit really sort of out of whack at the moment. So if you start sort of looking after that, then things are going to be a lot clearer. So the next few months, I feel like the next month is kind of about you sort of like sorting yourself out and sleeping better and just getting a bit of clarity. And once you've done that, the next 2 months are going to be a lot easier for you. You're not going to feel as burdened. But that's really what I'm picking up with you. It's quite a difficult reading for me, Zach, because I tune into your energy and I really feel just completely unsettled. And the main thing is just to sleep on it once you get that good night's sleep. So I wish you all the best, Zach. I really feel like after a month it'll be a lot better. And then perhaps in a month's time, once you're feeling a bit more grounded and a bit more settled, then that would be either a good time to have a reading or a good time to reflect and make a few decisions. But it doesn't feel like it's a good time to make decisions right now. All right, so thanks for that, Zach. Thanks for connecting. So we have 2 psychics available. Got Mary in option 1. She won't be available for long, so give her a call. And we've got Jodie available in option 3. So both fantastic at what they do, so take advantage of them now and give them a call. Got a picture coming through now. Got Glenys. Hi Glenys, 4th of the 10th, 63. Could I please have a general reading for the next 6 months? Glenys, I feel like I've connected with your energy before. I don't know, I can't pick where, but anyway, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like there's been a bit of stress about money, whether you're helping someone out financially, Glenys, but it feels like that's starting to come back to you. It's kind of like, not just in a financial sense, it's in a karmic sense. And by karma, I don't mean revenge. I mean, you know, lessons learned, lessons gained. And I feel like you're quite a nurturing, mothering type figure as well. You're very... It's interesting, you can be someone who doesn't put up with nonsense, and that's fantastic, but to people, to family, to people who are loyal to you, you're very nurturing, got a beautiful, beautiful personality. And I feel like the help that you've put out, not just in a financial sense, but it's coming back to you in that sort of in financial and non-financial means. So it's that's a really beautiful energy coming back into you, and feel also be receptive to that as well. It's kind of like you, Glenys, almost like don't take compliments well, or don't you sort of shrug off positive comments, but you really should embrace them because you've got a beautiful personality, beautiful energy. And with this sort of money coming through, it feels like there's going to be also an opportunity to travel. So whether that person's going to take you away or you know, take you somewhere nice, you know, let them do that for you as well. But I can see travelling, and I can also see a family celebration, like all the family are going to be there. It feels like family, whether it's cousins or something like that, that you don't normally see, people are going to be there as well. So it feels like all the family are going to be there to support you. And I'm getting that around the 5 to 6 month mark from now. So that's a beautiful energy. I'm picking also, Glennis, I'm picking up a sore throat with you, almost like it's it's actually difficult to speak, and that could literally mean that it's a sore throat, or it could mean that you're not speaking your truth. You've got a bit of a blockage in your throat chakra, and you're not sort of completely speaking your truth. So make sure you do that, and I know that you'll do it in an elegant and graceful way as well. And I feel like you're very intuitive as well. You know exactly where you stand with people and what type of people they are. So just be mindful that and I feel like you don't need to say much. Just be mindful that you speak your truth at that time, and then just leave it at that. So I feel like once you start doing that, that will be good. Also, it's like your colours that you're wearing are sort of different. It's like you're drawn to different different colours in your wardrobe, colours that you normally wouldn't wear, but you're starting to wear, and that's beautiful as well. And part of that is when you're working on yourself, like you're speaking up or you're saying your truth. That can happen. You can be attracted to different colours. So, looking forward to that family celebration. I think that will be lovely, and also your travels. I think that's well deserved. So, thank you for connecting with us. That's all I've got for you. All right, so we've got a voicemail coming up next.
Hi, my name's Amanda. My date of birth is 21st of April 1994. Could I please have a general reading for the next 6 months and also any messages from Spirit? Thank you.
Wow, Amanda, you're a little pocket rocket. You're just really on the go. You're really got a lot going on. It's almost like sometimes you forget to sleep. Like you're so busy and you just want to do so much. Just be careful of burning yourself out. I feel like you've really got a good headspace. You've got you like being around friends, but you also like being on your own. I feel like the time sort of on your own has been less and less. Just make sure you're not sort of encroaching on that too much, because it's still important to do your own thing and that sort of thing. So I feel like that's one thing for you. Just whether it's you just want to go on a train ride or you just want to go somewhere for the day by yourself, make sure you continue doing something like that. Even going to the movies by yourself or doing something like that. That's it's just fun. It's just you don't have to share your popcorn or chockies with anyone. It's kind of like just do things for yourself on your own. That feels like it's important to continue to do that. 6 months. I don't know whether you've just finished studying or whether you've done a work-related course or something like that. Feels like you're sort of finishing something, but it's also leading on to another thing. So you're looking at starting another thing. And that's sort of going to take like the 6 months. It doesn't feel like a huge time commitment, Amanda, but it feels like it's going to be quite beneficial in terms of pay and in terms of just your self-confidence. So when you have an opportunity to do work-related study, go for it, because it would be quite good for you. I don't know whether you're also considering. I don't know whether you work with children or it's like you've got. It's like it's early childhood or something like that. There's a connection like that around you, and I feel like you're changing tact. So you're looking at maybe a career change or doing something a bit different, and really go for it, because I feel like this is a good time for you to evolve and really sort of try your hand at different things. So I feel like it's actually really good timing to do that, but with you just spending time to yourself actually helps you get clarity about what you want to do, because I feel like you're going to have two choices of branching off in two different directions, and if you sort of spend time to yourself and actually think about what you want to do, just be mindful of people in your ear telling you what you should do, because they don't walk in your shoes. You've got to do what you want to do. But I can see you doing different things, and I can see the study aspect being really beneficial to you. And I feel like from doing that, it's going to open up different doors and make it a bit clearer for you. I feel like you've got decisions around relationships as well coming up, but that's it's fine. It feels like you're going to make the right decisions. Don't doubt yourself. Really, just trust your gut. Don't listen to what other people say. Really trust your gut, and that will be much clearer for you. So, thank you, Amanda. All the best. Just really trust your instincts. Thank you for that. Okay, got another picture message. Okay, lovely Sophie. 15th to the 12th, 91, another Sag. Hi PTV, can I please have a love reading and anything else you see? Well, Sophie, I feel like you've got a decision coming up about a relationship. I don't know whether you've had whether you're in a sort of relationship that's been sort of on again, off again. It feels like that sort of energy. And part of that has been your sort of a situation, and part of it has been how you've sort of looked at it. But I can actually, I feel like there's a possibility of a new love coming in. And it's kind of like you just need to really have a think about what you want, which you're going to sort of go with old or new. Yeah, it literally feels like a decision around old or new, Sophie. So it feels like that. You're actually very intelligent, Sophie, and I feel like, and I've made this decision in throughout my life, but I feel like with you, you need to really be with someone who matches your intellect. If you're with someone who's a bit stupid, it really frustrates you. You tend to have the same conversations and the same sort of thing. So it's got to be someone who's intelligent and has the same emotional maturity as you. I feel like you need to really make sure your standards are high, because otherwise it's going to feel like it's lacking. So that's sort of the main thing with you. I feel like you need to connect with someone on an intellectual level. That's really important. So that's probably the main thing as to whether you decide old or new. There's also children around you. It actually doesn't feel like sort of younger children. It feels like older children. So I don't know whether you're a stepmum or you've got that sort of thing, or you are responsible for the care of sort of nieces and nephews or that sort of thing. It's like you're also going to be making decisions around the care of children. It might sound a bit strange, but that's what I'm picking up. And it doesn't feel like it's going to be a huge burden or that sort of thing, but just it's something that you're going to take. It's a decision that you're going to take a lot of pride in helping to make, and it's something you're going to take seriously. It's something to do with the schooling of children. So whether it's it just feels like a connection to you from a connection to someone around you. It feels like that sort of connection. But it's quite nice that you're respected that much, that you're asked for help in making that decision. So that's what I see coming up for you. So thank you for connecting. I hope that helps. All right. So I've almost got someone sitting next to me. I've got Jodie, but we'll just give her a minute. So that's okay.
I can't find my earpiece.
Oh, there she is. She's there. Nearly. That's okay. All right. I think she's live TV, folks. I think she's looking for her earpiece. There, she's got it. There you go. There you go. She's plugged in, ready to go. Yeah, good vibrations just watching that. So there you go. All right, I'm going to booth 3.
See you. Thanks, Rhonda.
Right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, hey, how are you? We've got Rhonda next to us. Give us a colour, Rhonda. Hello. How you been, all right?
Ben, my bestie.
Oh, your bestie. You only got besties?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's good.
All right, you're off to booth number 3.
Thanks, mate. I'll talk to you soon.
So, sure. Okay, so just hi to everyone watching us on Facebook Live. So thank you for watching. Feel free to share our stream. We really appreciate it. That's no specific shout outs, but just shout out to everyone watching. Okay, so we've actually got Jodie available in booth 1, so give her a call. And soon Ben will be available in option 3. He won't be long. Right about now, there you go. There he is. So give him a call. All right, we've got a picture message coming up next. Okay, so Misha, 29th of the 4th, 75. Please advice on love and if it will present in the second half of this year. And also my business, some advice for the next 6 months, please. All right, the love, I'm feeling that it's a yes and no, as in yes, it will present itself for the second half of the year, but it's not what you want. I feel like the person coming into your energy is actually more a person that's going to reinforce what you don't want. So that's completely fine. I mean, you're going to be positive and better for it. So there will be someone coming into your energy, but I feel like it's more of a learning sort of tool for you. As for your business, I feel like there's a bit of sort of caution with that as well. It's kind of like there's lots of people in your ear at the moment, but you know, everyone's sort of an expert. You know, everyone's happy to give you medical advice or, you know, legal advice, but not everyone's a doctor or a lawyer. So I feel like you're not getting the correct advice. You're getting well-meaning friends, and and also family. There's a big sort of family influence on you. I feel like people around you are well-meaning, but they don't necessarily have the skills, and they're not thinking about something objectively in helping you. So with that, I feel like you need to step back and basically the first thing I picked up with a business was setting boundaries. And I feel like that's important for you to stay true to yourself and do what you need to do. And if you do need specific advice about finances or legal side or that sort of thing, actually speak to a financial advisor or speak to a lawyer. Don't get sort of background sort of advice from well-meaning people who aren't actually qualified to give it. So I just feel like just a bit of caution with that. So, but this year's kind of feels like sort of slow and steady win the race. You're sort of, you know, you're plodding along, and you're actually a really hard worker. So I feel like that hard work's paying off, but that's not going to be sort of till next year. So thank you for connecting. You've got good things coming to you. It's just a bit slower than you're expecting, kind of thing. So just be patient. I know you're a bit impatient as well. You like to do everything now and get everything now, but it is coming. So just be mindful of that. All right. So thanks for connecting. Got a voicemail coming up next.
K, 25th of the 6th, 61.
Okay. I'm assuming that Kay would like a general reading. Whatever I pick up for Kay. Kay, I feel that you're a bit sleep deprived at the moment, and you're a bit sort of tired. You're sort of on a very sort of flat energy is what I'm picking up just from that message. I feel like you need to just sort of get yourself in a better headspace as well. So whether you go to your GP and just have a general checkup and check that everything's okay. I feel like you're someone, Kay, who can make a situation worse by the way you're thinking about it. So kind of make sure you get plenty of sleep, drink plenty of water, you eating properly, getting plenty of sunshine, that sort of thing. I feel like you need to sort of just look after the basic things with you. So that's what I'm picking up from a health sort of point of view. There's something, I don't know whether there's like a sister or auntie sort of connection. It's like you've got, I don't know whether you've got sort of conflict between two women around you. Kind of thing. I feel like there's a family or a close family friend type relationship, like you've got a bit of conflict around you. I feel like with that, Kay, you just need to, I feel like it's coming. It's kind of like been building up to it, and it's sort of coming. With that, step back, because if you sort of try to mediate or try to take sides, you'll end up alienating yourself, and they'll kind of end up blaming you rather than dealing with the issue between the two of them. So I feel like that's just a bit of a warning to you, just to sort of take a step back, you know. I mean, you're welcome to sort of like arrange for them to meet somewhere to talk it out, but you step out kind of thing. So that's what I'm picking up with you. I've also got tuning into energy, Kay. I'm feeling very cold, I don't know where you're getting arthritis in your hands. I'm feeling really like you need to, and dry skin. I feel like you need to look after your hands. I hope that makes sense to you. But that's basically what I'm picking up for the general reading. I just feel like you need to make you the priority right now, and just make sure you're sleeping properly and getting good night's sleep, and more so than anything. So thank you for connecting with us, Kay. For a general reading, I'll literally just tell you what I pick up. It could be anything. So thanks for that, Kay. Got a picture message coming out next. All right, we've got Jackson, 7th of June 95. Hi PTV. Can I please ask if I will find happiness and peace in the near future, and if my love life will be stable? Thanks for that, Jackson. Will you find happiness and peace? Absolutely. I feel like you've got a few things going on, though, around you. I don't know whether you've got a mate with substance abuse issues around you, and there's sort of like there's... It's like you've got friends with sort of financial problems, or sort of family conflict. It feels like you've got just your circle of friends at the moment is quite complicated. It's like each of them have got quite a lot of issues going on, and you're actually quite empathic, Jackson, whether you know it or not. You're someone who could walk into a hospital and feel physical pain, or walk into a domestic violence situation and sense what's going on. So you're already at that level where you're very empathic. So having your mates around you where they've actually got issues, you're actually taking on a lot of those issues. It's just type of person you are. You would have been like that as a child with animals, that sort of thing. So I just want you to, it's not anything to be frightened about. I just want you, Jackson, to be aware of that you are someone that can feel pain, you can feel mental anguish, you'll suddenly have a headache and you didn't, kind of thing. You're someone who is hypersensitive to that. So just be mindful of that you might need to either distance yourself or learn how to sort of block that out. So whether you protect yourself, you could be in a shower and as the water's falling over you, imagine that sort of white light protection, or you could literally visualise white light protection. So you're just going to have to work on doing that in protecting yourself, and not taking all of that thing. Will you find love? I feel like once you sort of, I feel like that's the empathic side of you is also, it could be a beautiful thing in a relationship, but at the moment it's been sort of quite a negative thing, and it's more about finding that happiness and peace within yourself before you can be happy in a relationship. I feel like the people around you at the moment are not that good for you, and that's meeting a potential partner through your friends. I feel like it's not the right timing and not the right circumstance with the people around you, and it might not make any sense at all at the moment. But just be mindful of how you feel before you walk into a situation, and how you feel afterwards. And if you are feeling worse, and you are picking up on other people's issues, just be mindful that you've got this psychic ability like this and you're empathic. So once you learn to identify that and learn to manage that, you'll find happiness and peace in yourself. And then once you've done that, you'll start attracting better people in your life, and then that's where the love connection will flow. So thank you for connecting with us, Jackson. I wish you all the best. Okay, so I've got a text message next. It's coming. Anita, 21st of the 8th, 84. Hi, how do I connect to my own psychic energy? Thank you. Thanks for asking me that, Anita. I've actually had that happen. I've had a few calls like that tonight. Basically, I'm just trying to tune into what you're actually clairvoyant. You can see. And you can also smell and you can also taste. That's what I'm picking up with your abilities. So you, in terms of the visual, what you're seeing, I feel like you're at the moment seeing things from your periphery. So you'll sort of walk past a mirror and think, someone's right behind me. Turn around, no one's there. You sort of, it's like you're, at the moment, you're sort of, and I feel like this gift has been with you all your life, Anita, for a long period of time. I feel like you've got a bit of an internal battle with your mind, sort of, and what people have told you compared to what you can actually do. So in terms of the periphery, you can just really learn to trust it. So for example, I'll be driving and I'll check my blind spot and see a car and think, wow, that car's full of people. And then when that car pulls up next to me, it's just the driver. But I'm actually seeing seeing spirit in the car connected to that driver. So you don't doubt yourself. If you see something, believe it. Because that's actually that you've seen it without sort of logically thinking about it. So that's sort of the peripheral side of things. You can also, I also feel that you'd be good, Anita, with colours and auras. So if you just learn to sort of look at aura. So you kind of focus in between the nose and the eyes and basically sort of, preferably if they're sort of in front of a white light-coloured wall, you'll be able to see colours around a person. I feel like if you really just sort of tune in and just, you can sit in a cafe and just do that, and you'll be able to see. And what you could actually do, Anita, is play psychic games with yourself. So you could do predictions. You could even, so that you're not going to cheat, you can write yourself in a letter and post it to yourself. Open it, 3 months later or 6 weeks later, whatever you want. I also feel like, just again back to the colour, you'd be good with the colour oracle cards or that sort of thing, or colours or crystals, because you can feel the energy of things. So have a look at some of the decks of cards available, because I feel like that will help if you're actually looking at cards and you're visualising. That's going to help reduce the logic side and get you to tune into the intuitive kind of psychic sort of side of things. There's a book, a friend, Frances Bevan, has written a book, how to, I forget the title of it, but it's something like How to Train Your Psychic Abilities, and that's a really good book. It's the Handbook of Psychic Development it's called, and basically it's a book that you can sort of flick through, and you don't have to read it from start to finish, but you can actually, read about psychometry and then go and practice that. So you can do that. There's quite a lot of books and things out there, but you don't have to buy a lot, just whichever one resonates with you. But really just try different things, and you can even go to psychic development classes where you try different modalities. And if I feel like the first teacher that you go to won't resonate with you, but that's fine. Just go to another one, and whatever you feel comfortable with, you'll learn in the best environment then. So all the best with that, Anita. I wish you really well. It's a really exciting time for you, really, really opening up your psychic abilities. So thanks for that. All right, so we've got Jodie available in booth 1. So Jodie will be next at the desk. All right, got a picture coming up next. Karimi, I hope I spelt that, or said that right. 3rd of the 8th, 85. General reading on the purpose of life, why I'm here, what I'm destined to do in love, life, career, finance, family. Thanks for that. No pressure, it's quite a lot you're asking. Just tuning into your energy. You're a very loving person, Creamy. You're very, you've really got a cultural, nurturing sort of personality with that. So that's a beautiful. I feel like you're a healer, actually. If you're looking at the spiritual side of things, I feel like you've really got a beautiful healing energy. So if you're not doing some sort of like sort of healing therapy or Reiki or even sort of massage or something like that, you could look into that, and I feel like that would be very good. Don't know whether you sing. I can hear a beautiful singing voice as well. So that's also a healing type of gift. If you think of the way that you make a person feel when you sing, you're bringing a lot of calmness and stillness with that. In terms of your general purpose of why you're here, I feel like it's to help people, to really heal and help people. I also feel like with your personal things that have happened in your life and, struggles and losses, I feel like you've actually healed yourself. It's almost like you do it so naturally that you don't even think about it, but you've done it, and people really gravitate to you, and people come to you when they're in crisis, and you really help them to look at how they're looking at their situation and help resolve it themselves. So yeah, beautiful energy, Karimi. I haven't got that much time here at the desk, but if you wanted to go into more detail, you're welcome to call me in the booth. So I hope that helps. Thank you. Now, got Jodie next to me. Hello. Looking lovely. Give me a cuddle.
Yes.
All right, good to have you here. Great. I'm going into booth 1. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, I hope that's helped you. Thank you for joining us tonight on Good Vibration Sunday. And join us tomorrow night. Good night, everyone. See you later.